What is going on, guys? It is WrestleLamia back with another video, and with 2019's Extreme Rules pay-per-view just days away, fans are wondering what last-minute surprises the WWE has in store for the show. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, as WrestleLamia looks at some last-minute Extreme Rules news and rumors that you need to know. Let's waste no further time and get into number 1. A new match. In case you missed it, the WWE has added a Raw Tag Team Championship match between the current champions The Revival and the Usos. This won't be the first time these two teams have met, and it probably won't be the last, as the WWE seems to enjoy pitting them against one another. With the Good Brothers waiting in the wings and the Viking Raiders enjoying a renewed push, there's hope among fans for the WWE's tag division. Well, at least the men's tag division. Number 2. Kofi Kingston injured? Fans wondering where the WWE Champion has been may have heard he's injured. Now, details are sketchy, but what is known is that Kofi is apparently suffering from some sort of back injury, said not to be severe, and that the WWE was resting him up so he can be ready for Sunday's Extreme Rules match. According to PW Insider, the belief is that he will be okay to perform on Sunday's Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Relief. Number 3. Where's Little Miss Bliss? The number 1 contender for Bayley's SmackDown Women's Championship has been noticeably absent of late, with fans wondering why Nikki is doing the lion's share of the work in promoting the handicap match at Extreme Rules against Bayley. From what we know, Alexa Bliss has been sick for several days and is slow in recovering. That's why you haven't seen her on screen, and likely why the WWE booked her match against Bayley as a handicap match. So even if Bliss is still under the weather, she can participate in the handicap match and let Cross do the lion's share of the work against Bayley. Speaking of the huggable one, the WWE has been dropping not so subtle reminders that Bayley doesn't have any friends, as Nikki Cross boasts of her own friendship with Alexa Bliss. Don't be surprised to see Bayley get some backup this Sunday, which leads to our next rumour. Number 4. The Boss is back. There seems to be little doubt that Sasha Banks is coming back to the WWE, and if you watched our recent news videos, you know that the Boss has been training in Japan for her comeback. The question, of course, is when will she be back? Don't be surprised if Banks helps Bayley out this Sunday at Extreme Rules, possibly setting up a SummerSlam tag match against Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. While we haven't heard anything definite, there's speculation Banks and Bayley will finally feud after months of teasing a break in their friendship. Number 5. Brock to finally cash in? Paul Heyman's warning that Brock Lesnar may cash in this Sunday or he may not cash in shows how effective it is with Brock having the Money in the Bank briefcase. As we've noted before, the WWE did a terrible job in how they gave him the briefcase, but it's been used effectively as a way to build suspense up every TV show and every pay-per-view. We don't even think Brock will be there this week unless Kofi is unable to wrestle, in which case the WWE may pull a fast one, taking the title off WWE's Dreadlock Dynamo with an unexpected cash-in. Let's all hope Kofi gets better by Sunday, not just so we can see a Kofi vs Joe match, but to keep the belt off Brock. Number 6. Bray Wyatt returning at Extreme Rules? While we've seen cameos by Bray Wyatt's Firefly Funhouse pals backstage at Raw and SmackDown, we haven't seen Bray since his last Firefly Funhouse segment, and fans are eager for his return. Which shows the WWE is doing something right for a change. Could Extreme Rules be the place for Bray to return, possibly interfering in the Undertaker Roman Reigns vs Shane and Drew McIntyre match and leading to a SummerSlam battle against the Dead Man? Other rumours are that the WWE will somehow put Bray into the Aleister Black match against Cesaro, and even though him and Black could have a great series together, if the WWE allows them to utilise their dark personas effectively and push the envelope past a PG rating, it's possible that they could place him in the title picture against Seth Rollins, leading up to an explosive feud for SummerSlam. Whatever the case, the WWE and Bray Wyatt have done a superb job rebuilding the Bray Wyatt brand, and they should make sure Wyatt's first opponent helps him connect in the ring with the WWE Universe, much as he's done out of the ring with his entertaining Firefly segments. Number 7. An extremely long show. Currently, Extreme Rules will feature 10 matches, which means the show could run long. While it's not expected to be an all-nighter like WrestleMania, it will be interesting to see how much time the WWE gives to particular matches. The Samoa Joe vs Kofi Kingston WWE Championship match would normally be a candidate for a lengthy bout, but with Kofi's back on the mend, the WWE may go for a shorter match. With any luck, the winners take all match between Corbin and Evans and Rollins and Lynch will be mercifully short. If any match should run long, expect it to be the AJ Styles vs Ricochet match, and let's pray the WWE gives these two extra time to dazzle the fans. The Drew Gulak vs Tony Nese battle for Gulak's Cruiserweight Championship could go long, but it's unlikely the WWE will give it anything more than 10 to 12 minutes, no matter how well both men can perform. Number 8. The Club's role. Fans have to be wondering how the Good Brothers will interfere in the AJ Styles US title match against Ricochet. The Club have made it abundantly clear that they have no trouble using the numbers advantage against him, which makes for a natural story of Ricochet enlisting a team's help. WrestleLamia hasn't heard of any imminent returns from the tag ranks, but the Street Profits have been getting some TV time. While the story circulating is that the WWE sees them as a way to bring in the younger demographic with their promos, they might show up to help Ricochet deal with Anderson and Gallows' interference. Another possibility is to consider the Revival, and although ELIAS bailed on them on Raw the other night, that doesn't mean ELIAS will be a babyface. The Revival have boasted about being the best in the world, and they might choose to see how tough Anderson and Gallows are in a 2 against 2 scenario. Number 9. KO's new role. With Kevin Owens' incredible transformation from heel to hero, fans can't help but ask how KO fits into Sunday's pay-per-view. As noted earlier, the WWE has 10 matches already on the card, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them add a Dolph Ziggler vs Kevin Owens match to Extreme Rules. Owens' pop tonight during his promo condemning Shane McMahon was huge, and the WWE would be fools not to use KO this Sunday. It looks like the WWE is headed towards an Owens vs Shane program, and a win over Ziggler would be the first step in Owens' bid to knock Shane out of the picture so that other wrestlers can have their time to shine on WWE television. Number 10. Build up to SummerSlam. SummerSlam is early this year, so the WWE doesn't have much time to build up to it. With the biggest party of the year also being one of the big 4 pay-per-views, the WWE has the option of continuing certain programs, such as Shane and Drew vs Roman, or moving on to new ones. Several of the matches at Extreme Rules seem redundant, whether it's Corbin and Evans vs Rollins and Lynch, or McIntyre McMahon vs Roman Undertaker. Nonetheless, the WWE has decided to stretch them out until now, perhaps to give Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff time to settle into their roles as executive directors for Raw and SmackDown Live. While a Samoa Joe vs Kofi Kingston series could continue into SummerSlam, the matches we just mentioned need to go away. Number 11. The ELIAS Factor. ELIAS is yet another WWE superstar who hasn't seemed to do much other than perform occasional jobs and do comedy spots playing his guitar. That might change as the WWE had ELIAS bail on the Revival on the 8th July 2019 edition of Raw. Could this mean a babyface turn for ELIAS? It's been long overdue as the fans enjoy his act. Number 12. Missing in action. The WWE roster is loaded up with talent, and it's obvious by the number of wrestlers absent from Extreme Rules. Chief among them is The Miz, who was feuding with Shane McMahon until he got put on the back burner. Charlotte Flair is absent as well, and right now, so are the women's tag team champions, the Iconics. The WWE could fit in a match between them and the Kabuki Warriors on the pre-show, which seems to be the WWE's go-to dumping ground for 205 Live, but a women's tag team title match could easily fit on the card. And number 13. The start of a new era. As you've probably heard, the WWE is seriously working to bring back their younger demographic, and the feel of the 1st July 2019 edition of Raw, which had a few non-PG moments. With that in mind, WrestleLamia is thinking that we could see more of an edgier product at Sunday's pay-per-view. While the WWE still has to appeal to its advertisers' expectations when it comes to content, i.e. no nudity or other outrageous antics, they do have more leeway with a pay-per-view show, and like AEW did with Fyter Fest, they could go a bit more violent with things, although we shouldn't expect thumbtacks or unprotected chair shots to the head. Nonetheless, Extreme Rules offers the WWE a chance to give the fans a little something more and entice them to tune in to the next night on Monday Night Raw. Even if the WWE doesn't push the envelope with Extreme Rules, there has to be some enthusiasm and anticipation about where Eric Bischoff plans to take SmackDown Live. Bischoff is reportedly scheduled to start sharing his creative input with the blue brand after Extreme Rules, and we may see a hint at things to come during the SmackDown segment. Bischoff already has a new babyface to work with as he prepares for SmackDown's move to Fox in the fall. But there you have it guys, some last minute news and rumours for this Sunday's Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Are you looking forward to this event? Let us know in the comments down below. Be sure to check back soon for our predictions on all the matches. Subscribe if you haven't already and follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.